What the fuck? So I got a GoPro. I have no idea how well you can hear me considering the camera's mounted on the side of a helmet I'm wearing. I also got a bunch of random... I basically bought this, like, kit of a whole bunch of different mounts and stuff for like 20 bucks to go with it. And right now it's close to midnight, and I'm gonna go grab myself some food from Del Taco, just a quick snack, primarily as an excuse to go for a ride and test recording with this, especially, you know, if you can hear me while I'm riding or what the sound quality is like while riding. Also, what it looks like at night, because obviously low light, there's not going to be much to see. So, yeah, got my jacket. This is like this backpack over here, I haven't used since high school, so many years ago. Like, gosh, I don't think I wasn't even using it in the end of high school. I quit using it, I think, like the first year of high school or something. So, like, literally, no, not quite a decade ago, but 9 years ago. This is why I quit using it, because you can see it's starting to deteriorate on the bottom, but you know what? If I'm not using it for heavy things, it's still good enough. This is stuff that was in it. This is actually really cool. I can't believe I just had that in there. It's a random number generator, and it's got an on and off switch and a button there, and I have no idea how it works. And yeah, I have to share this, even if the rest of what I was about to do doesn't work out. So this right here is from the best game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I ever played, which was the end of 8th grade, so the end of middle school. What made it the best game ever was essentially all I had were... Oh, actually it's 2 games, I just noticed. I had a bunch of cards that... Like, I had given away a lot of my cards at that point, because I'd given up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it wasn't really popular when I got into it. And so we had this big, like, dual tournament thing, and all I had were crappy cards. But I did the best I could, and I came up with a deck that saps life out of you. So I knew I couldn't, like, really effectively attack or anything, but I knew I could do something like that. So if you notice, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000, but then you'll notice his mostly steadily goes down. It goes up a little bit, but it mostly goes down, and he nearly lost all. Whereas mine, there's like a lot of back and forth, and I got up like really high, and then this is when I finally, it was pretty much over, because he had something so powerful and I had nothing to stop it. But it was really fun because I took crappy cards, made the best thing I could, and lasted a while. Like, my goal was just annoy and last as long as I can, because I knew that's all I would be able to do. And I succeeded quite well at that. But yeah, like I said, this is a test recording, and you'll know if it went badly by me stopping the recording, like right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Making a run out for food, primarily as an excuse to record, but also because I'm hungry. And I know there were some things I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, so just that, so with the plane reviews videos, I am planning on going back to those, but right now I have a partially edited, like, compilation music video kind of thing that I started on based on those, and I want to get that. I was turning off the fuel valve for a moment because I'm like, on second thought, I might not go right this second. I wanted to finish what I was saying. Yeah, I just started putting together this compilation because for some I was going through my music, and there was this one song that just struck me as like appropriate for that, and high beam, okay, just because I can. I'm actually surprised that's switching so easily right now. It has an issue with switching to the high beam. Fortunately, and there's the issue. The light went out. Yeah, I don't know if the light's dying or close to dying or what, but you know, it's a thing that I gotta watch out for. And I did not back that up right to get out of here, unfortunately. I'm at my dad's right now, so you know, there's some tractors here. I don't know if you can see them at all. I'm actually right next to a giant tire. But yeah, plane reviews. I'm making like a little music video essentially, and I will be making a proper plane review video to go along with it, and that should be Friday. When I publish this, will be, I don't know, I guess I could do it tomorrow, which would be Thursday, or technically, you know, 10 minutes from now or whatever, but hello other people. That's interesting. Kind of expected to be the only one out here this late at night, but I guess there's someone else. And I also don't know if you, like, the difference in sound quality, if you can hear me between having, it's also interesting kind of trying to focus on talking and, like, you know, I'm essentially making a video while driving, which for some things it can go good, for other things it can't go good. I mean, like, you know, I can get distracted and that can end up badly. And since I have no idea what to talk about, one of the random things I was going to talk about, my nose is itching like crazy, was to do with traffic laws. That's interesting. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Hopefully nothing too serious. Oh yeah, now for the fun of going through a drive-thru on a bike. Whoops. And my phone. All right. This is always funny. The Del Scorcho, the black one. Like as much of it as you'll give me.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was having like a really hard time hearing.
Yeah. Well, me too, for a different reason.
Yeah.
I imagine this didn't help either. That's why I turned it off.
Yeah, once you turned it off, I was like, okay, because I heard something with chicken and jack cheese, and I'm like, I don't know if he's talking about one of our rollers or our
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, I get that.
I'm gonna get that right now for you, okay?
All right, thank you. I would be turning it all the way off because battery, but I'm not too worried about that right now. This is another mount for the GoPro because the helmet one is crooked. See, even though I put this on the bike, I think I'm not going to use it. I think I'm just going to stick with the helmet camera, even though it is slightly crooked, just because I think it's better to have the perspective of where I'm actually looking rather than off the bike itself, especially because you can like see the odometer and speedometer and everything, and that the handlebars are crooked because the wheel is actually completely straight right now, but you see slightly crooked. I know my food might get a little bit cold if I do some extra riding around, but I think I will just for the sake of test footage. You know what, I'll go by my old high school and middle school and just and elementary school because it's on the way.
I have this quesadillas and then the fries for you.
All right.
I put a big handful of the silver.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Yeah. Oh, the police are gone. Whatever they were here for. grassland of like the outer baseball field of the park next to the school during lunch one day. I did not slow down enough for that turn. I should have slowed down more. But yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, I'm better with the motorcycles than I was, but I still make mistakes. I think it's a thing where it's like, you know, there will always be mistakes, and you always need to practice. But I might have accidentally. Nope, I accidentally put it in first. Damn it. See, the thing they teach you in the motorcycle safety course is you always put it in. You always put it in first when you are riding as a safety thing, so that if there's a reason you need to suddenly move, you're already in first gear, you're ready to go. But when you're parking it, you put it in neutral, and when you're starting it, you put it in neutral. And you know, it's a safety thing, and it's also like part of it is also you put it in neutral, but you hold the clutch in even though you're starting it in neutral in case the indicator's faulty, or you know, there's some other mechanical issue. You know, obviously if the clutch is snapped, then that's an issue, but you just kind of always want to be in that habit to, you know, it's like I said, it's a safety thing. You don't want to try to start your engine with it in gear and then accidentally, you know, like launch your motorcycle or something. Like unfortunately it's a really bad story, but the instructor at the place I went to for the motorcycle safety course mentioned that they had, you know, a couple years prior, whatever, someone didn't listen to them when they said to do that, and they had put it in, like, I think it was a 6-speed, and they had it in 6, and they started the engine, and it started, and it launched the motorcycle so hard. And also, you know, this was while they were in a line, and it launched the motorcycle into someone's back and broke their back. It's not good. So yeah, I wonder if, you know, I'm gonna have to look at the fork to see, you know, in daylight, to see if you can see. I think there's a little bit of like black paint on there from where I did actually run into someone. Yeah, that's a story for another time though. There's a black widow. I should kill it. Oh, I missed. No, wait, I didn't. Okay. And now it's stuck to my boot. God damn it. It's still stuck to my boot. Okay, there we go. That was ridiculous. Yes. Home.